Hello, Rise Up Visionaries. I'm Susan May, and I'm here to share my journey to inspire you to tune into your intuition so you can begin your journey of unplugging. Okay, so this is take two. I just tried before, and then I was uncertain about whether I had my audio settings correct, so I wanted to check that. So we are good to go now. I wanted to jump on today and talk to you about the power of a plan. I've just been thinking about plans a lot and how often our lives don't go according to plan, but that doesn't mean that the plan itself didn't help us in some way. And so I have a couple of real life examples from my life from the past week or so actually. So last week, the week of, I don't know, the third week in November, whatever that was, the 15th through the 19th, our plan for our family, which was quite complicated, actually changed 4 to 5 times. And I don't want to get into all the details because it's a long story, but there was an event that we had bought tickets for our kids. And at first Mike was going to take them, and then it turns out that we are selling our house up in Virginia. So Mike had to go to Virginia. So then it changed to my mom taking them. And then it changed to the event was requiring this, or show me your papers, and we really didn't want to comply with that. So then their plan changed and they decided to do something else fun, which was ziplining with grandma. Carter's therapy, I thought all week was Thursday. Well, it wasn't. It was Friday. So our plan just kept changing and changing. Really big things too. These weren't small things. But in the end, communication and us being flexible and just rolling with the changes really worked out well. And I think actually how things worked out were the best for a lot of ways. And I find that happens over and over again. Just this week, I am like on fire for all of this Rise Up stuff. And I am just having so much fun. And it's really weird. Like, I want to work all the time. So for example, I'll be like, okay, do these chores and then you can work. Like, work is my reward, which is, I know, a little bizarre. My daughter is like, what's wrong with you? And I'm doing things that I've never really done in my life. I've never been a person to have a planner and to write things down in a calendar. But I was doing like an online training to help me with business stuff because I am new to all this. And the man running it talked about basically making plans, and that includes like a year-long plan, it includes month, it includes week, and down to the day. And so I made these little things for myself with my weekly and monthly checklist, and you can see I'm planning to do an interview once a month, and next month will be my very dear friend Laura Swain, who you got to see me talk to last week. And then what I did is I made a weekly schedule for myself, and I'm going to check things off as I go. So you can see Monday, I'm going to go live in my community, the Rise Up community. And then Tuesday, I had planned for it to be my public live day, like here on my Rise Up page. Well, first week, I never ended up getting on yesterday, partly because I wanted to figure out what time was best to go on, and I asked in my Gather and Get Moving group what time people liked best. Just wanted to get an idea, a poll from people. Well, what became clear to me as the day moved on is that for me, probably the best time is late morning, because I have a lot of energy in the morning, and in the afternoons I usually kind of crash and rest, and as the day goes on it just becomes more difficult for me to go live. So I'm like, okay, late morning is probably going to be it. But then I thought, oh my gosh, my daughter is doing math on Tuesdays with my mom, and Wednesdays I have therapy for Carter, occupational therapy. So I am already changing my plan. Just this week I made a plan. Okay, Tuesday will be your live day. I'm changing it to Thursday. And that's what plans do for us. Plans make us move. They make us do something. We make a plan, and then more often than not, we feel the need to follow through and take action on that plan. And even if things don't go the way we thought they were going to, it's the motion that clarifies. So action leads to clarity. So I just really encourage you to start thinking about that. What plans am I making for my life? Are you thinking about 2022? I have my notebooks here. I have 2 notebooks that I've been using for my business. And, you know, for most people it wouldn't seem very organized. For me, I got a system. It's working for me. And I started writing, what are my goals for 2022? I have never done anything like this, and it feels so powerful, so amazing, empowering, right? And that doesn't mean that everything's going to happen the way I think it is, but what it means is that I have things to work towards. So what are my plans? Immediately, tomorrow I am planning to soak up Thanksgiving Day. I am very, very grateful. We all like to focus on gratitude this time of year, what we're thankful for. I'm very thankful to be living close enough to my parents that they are going to drive here and have Thanksgiving with us. And then next week, my family is going on a vacation, and I am so excited. I haven't been this excited for a vacation in a couple years. Like, I feel like I've been working really hard, and as much as I am energized and excited by work, and I just told you, it's hard to make myself stop. I am going to make myself stop next week and really focus on enjoying myself, soaking up the sun, and being with my family, my kids, my husband, and my parents. So that's my immediate plan. And then when we get back, it's December, and I am just gonna dive back into all this stuff. I also have a more short-term plan to go live in the Gather and Get Moving group and talk about vitamin C some more, and I want to share with you all. I actually have a very, very strong memory of my first flush, and now for some of you that might be too much information, and that's fine, but others of you will be very curious. A flush is when you take enough vitamin C that you actually get loose stools. And for some people that sounds maybe scary or awful or wrong, and it actually can be very healing. There are many people that use vitamin C that actually do flushes on purpose. I'm hoping to interview someday soon this woman who healed herself of, she was basically allergic to most foods. She could almost eat nothing. And she started taking high doses of vitamin C and took them every day and flushed, and she healed her gut in this way. So flushes are very powerful, and for those of you that are curious, I am going to talk about my memory of my first flush and also how to take vitamin C most effectively, how to learn what's most effective for you, because it's a hard thing for people to understand. It's something you have to try. You have to make a plan and try, and then adjust your plan. So those are my immediate plans. I am really grateful for all of you. Please join my Gather and Get Moving group if you haven't already, and I hope you all have a beautiful Thanksgiving. And remember, I will be going live on Thursdays. My goal is Thursdays at 11, but I hold that plan loosely. But please, if you enjoy my lives, look for them on Thursdays, either live or the replays. And I'd love to hear from you. So if anything ever inspires you, please share it. Let's spread the love and the good vibes like wildfire. And remember, be bold, be brave, be you, because who else is there to be? I love you all. Have a great Thanksgiving, and I will see you in December. Bye.